a miracle. All right, it is time for our special series, Driving Growth. It looks at small and mid-sized businesses in today's economy. And today we're looking at Nutrisystem. It's a company that helps you beat the bulge.
Driving growth.
Driving growth in teens' belly. It's cooking up a turnaround following a 5-year decline. Seriously, since President and CEO Don Zier took the helm in late 2012, the stock has been on the rise. So it looks like, Don, your turnaround plan, reversing 5 years of sales and profit declines, is starting to work.
Starting to take hold. One of the most exciting things about what we've been doing and what I've discovered over the last year is our brand license to do more, that the brand really resonates out there with the public.
Well, clearly it's a competitive space, and I know, I mean, all jokes aside, you are focusing on the male market, something that your competitors are not doing.
Absolutely, and we have some new products that we're introducing for our upcoming diet season, men's, female shakes, other things along those lines. It's exciting.
I got Tom a present here. Craving Crusher, formulated for men, and good news, Tom, it fights hunger.
You're one of the first to have these, Tom.
Craving Crusher.
Seriously, how do men go about this differently than women?
I think men have different needs, and these products, we have Craving Crusher shakes for men, hunger energizing shakes for men and women, and they're really formulated differently for both genders. You know, different levels of protein.
It's portion control. That's really
ultimately losing weight is about portion control.
It's about just simply.
Sorry, Tom.
We eat too much. I eat too much. I saw Dan Marino on CBS Sports the other day. He was looking great.
He looks great.
Chiseled and all that. Does he really use the product?
He really does. I saw him the other day. He really uses it. Lost 22 pounds. Kept it off.
And of course, Dan Marino is one of the celebrity endorsers, along with Melissa Joan Hart as well. Don, I want to ask you about dividend growth, because when we're talking about driving growth, the dividend is a big part of your story. The problem is the yield has come down as the stock has risen. What are you hearing from your investors in terms of what yield they want?
Nothing specific. You know, we make the decision on a quarterly basis, always about the dividend. You know, our dividend ratio is still pretty high out there when you look at dividend stocks. And
is that enough to fend off potential activist investors? We're hearing so much about the Carl Icahns in the world, in the news these days. Is that enough to fend off questions, uncomfortable questions from those guys?
Yeah, I think ultimately it's about delivering on performance. So when I look at the track record over the last 3 quarters, you know, we're delivering, doing what we said we would do. So hopefully that keeps the investors happy.
Michael Wolf, do you have a question for Don on Nutrisystem?
What's fascinating about this is you've now gotten it into Walmart, and you're now getting a lot of people who are also going to your site. Are you finding that's the reason why you're able to get men into the product and using it?
Actually, it is introducing more men to the program, which is exciting. But we put men's dieting on the map with Dan Marino about 5 years ago. And when we look at the ratio, about 70% of our customers are men, 30%, 70% are women, 30% are men.
Really? Well, tell me about the distribution. It's gone from the stereotype of Nutrisystem, where you've teamed up with Walmart. What's it like going to Bentonville and saying, wait, we're with Marie Osmond, we're iconic, don't give us your Walmart malarkey? How contentious was it to establish a relationship with Walmart?
Not contentious at all. You know, it's a win-win for both of the companies. You know, Walmart has an agenda for healthcare, for helping get America healthy. We help deliver on that. We have a unique product to the market, one of the first, if not the first of its kind, in terms of a 5-day weight loss kit. So it's exciting. And we're also expanding, doing more with our kit.
What about expanding overseas? Because the demographics would suggest that there are a lot more people outside the United States that are also dealing with weight loss issues.
Absolutely.
Getting fatter.
Yeah,
getting fatter.
In time. It's one of our agenda initiatives, but not for 2014. How to fix what was, how to get the U.S. on track, which we're happy that we're doing.
All right, Don Zier, thanks for joining us for our special Driving Growth series, where we look at small and mid-cap companies. She's driving a turnaround in Nutrisystem, and the demographics, I would think, Tom and Scarlett, would help. The obesity rate is rising.
Look at Tom's demographics.
I've got why you guys keep throwing food at me?
And they're focused on the right group, men.
Men's shake, Tom, formulated for you. All right, well, besides the obesity rate, the death rate's going up, and don't forget